think that was broken. Oh, well.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today we are here with PS Digital and we're going to have a presentation about building a solid foundation for your online presence. So we just want to thank you all for coming out. We'll get started shortly, and we have Brian and Danielle here from PS Digital who will be going through this whole workshop and presentation with you all. Feel free to use the chat box as well as the Q&A box if you have any questions or comments or if you need anything from our end. So once again, thank you all for joining. I guess maybe we'll give it 2 more minutes to see if anybody else jumps on, and we'll take it from there.
Thank you, Tanisha. Good to kick it off now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, cool. Hello, good morning. Welcome, everyone. This is a workshop we've been doing for about, 7, 8, I'd say 70 years, let's call it. When we started out, it was in person, which I truly enjoyed and really love. However, COVID came, so we went to the Zoom route, and nonetheless, we were going to do a hybrid, but we're going virtual on this one. So if there's any questions, feel free to interrupt and put it in the chat box. We're going to be discussing building a solid online foundation. We're going to go over 5 critical elements for a powerful and effective online presence. First impressions mean everything. So just welcome everyone once again. This is in collaboration with the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, and simply here in today's day and age, everyone is digital. More importantly, everyone is on this mobile device. The great news is you do have the ability to control what people find, how they find you, and where they find you, which we're going to get into today. We're going to give you lots of valuable tips and tricks on how to elevate your game, your presence, your first impression. Okay. I'm Brian Ladani. I'm with PS Digital. We're located in Hauppauge. I've been a marketing specialist for about 18, 19 years, and I enjoy helping small to medium-sized businesses across Long Island, but we've been going coast to coast just because of the accelerated growth that we've experienced after COVID. So what to expect on this workshop? I know it's Tuesday morning. It's about 9:03. We'll kind of jump right into it. We'll encourage participation. So you should, if you have any questions or comments, you could stop me at any time. Just put it in the chat box. Danielle and or Tanisha will let me know. Feel free to share your business, your name, your website. We'll use you as an example. We'll use your business as an example. And once again, questions are always welcomed throughout the workshop. There's 5 pillars to the foundation. That this is our, we started out with the 5 pillars to the foundation. So I truly love the content that we're going to download to you this morning. Number 1 is the logo, which I'm sure a vast majority have logos already. We won't spend too much time on that. We have the Google Business Profile page or the Google listing. It is a free map listing every business is entitled to. Number 3 is your reviews, how to generate more reviews, how to reply to reviews, why they're so important. They've been important probably for the last 8 years now. We've been saying this for the last 5 years, how important reviews are, and they're just super important because they do lead to they integrate with other products that you can utilize on Google. So we'll jump into the reviews, and the website is AKA the nucleus. Going to discuss the how to have a mobile-friendly, user-friendly, mobile-optimized, highly convertible website. Website is to convert people from looking at your services, your products, and actually have them engage with you, make a phone call, a form fill, make a purchase, etc. And number 5, which is my favorite, is how to utilize Google to increase your market share, how to generate more leads, qualified, relevant leads in the areas where you want them, the services that you want to promote, the services that you want more business in. So that's all about Google, and these 5 products, they're all independent, but yet they integrate with each other, and that's the magic behind this. So take each one seriously, and they all help one another grow your business exponentially. Remember to ask questions throughout. I'm just going to keep a tab on that time. It's currently 9:06. Logos are pretty straightforward. If you're a new business starting out, highly encourage, getting a logo. And these are just some examples of logo, their branding, the colors. Basically, when we design a logo, or if someone comes to us with a logo, a lot of your marketing materials are based around the look, the feel, the colors, the font, if you will. So the logo really is kind of, it's what you're going to be branding across the internet, whether it's online, whether it's offline, in print, etc. These are just some examples of catchy logos. 7 reasons why your logo is important. Number 1, it grabs people's attention. Powerful first impression. It's definitely the foundation. That's where everything is built off of as far as just look and feel. It separates you from your competition. It brand loyalty. It becomes, hopefully it's memorable, and it is expected. Expected in the sense where business cards are expected for every business. If you go to a networking event, if you go to a meeting, anywhere without a business card, it's just, I don't want to, kind of hem and home about that, but the logo is just as important as a business card. Then, in addition, I mentioned before, you're going to use this logo not only for the website, the look and feel, but also on your social media platforms. For example, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram, obviously your website. We like logos that these social platforms, even Google as well, they're kind of circular, they're kind of a square, if you will. So if your logo is one that you've had for many years, and it just kind of is very long horizontally, we could kind of shift that, kind of condense it so it could fit into the profile pictures for Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. And I'll show you a quick example. High kick taekwondo, for example. Their logo they're branded, they've been around for many years. It's very horizontal. So without changing the look and feel, we just condensed it and made it more of a circular to fit these specific platforms. It is important just because so people it's legible, it's memorable. They'll know, oh, I'm on the right page. So this is what we did with High Kick Taekwondo is we just kind of gave it that circular, that cube, if you will, without changing the look and feel, of course. So that's basically the logo. Pretty straightforward. Every business, you have to have one. If you don't, I wouldn't recommend doing anything else. It all starts with the logo. I'll take a quick pause if there's any questions on the logo or branding. I'll wait 3 seconds. Yeah, probably not. Okay, we'll move on. Your Google business profile page, it comes with different names. It used to be a Google GMB, a Google map listing. Now they just changed it maybe a year ago to a Google business profile. That's what it is. It's your business profile on Google. This is the part when people are searching for you. You have 110% complete control over this particular platform. But before you got it, the key word is control. So you want to make sure you have control of this profile page. It's huge when, once again, people are looking for you. They heard your name at a networking event. They're going to vet you. Let me put in this customer's name. Let me kind of see what's going on with these people. So for us, for example, PS Digital, ours is on the right-hand side. That's our business profile. You have your reviews. You have your location. We have a brick and mortar. If you're a home-based business, you could hide your address. We have our hours of operation, telephone, all pertinent information. There's actually a little bit more to this. You could list your products and services. You could also post on this for a little SEO with your website, posting updates and or offers. But the main ingredient that we find business owners do not have control of this. Control meaning access. Maybe another agency you were working with or currently working with created it for you. Maybe it's out there already. If you do a search for yourself and it's out there already, but you're like, I don't have access to this. So that's the first step, is getting control of this. And there's actually a total of, I think there may be more than 13, but we have 13 here on the most important aspects of this product that you should be aware of. Number one, claim it. Make sure you're the primary owner. If you're not, if someone else is, I would highly encourage that to transfer ownership to you. So the primary owner, you could kick people on and off. If you're a manager, access to this, that will prevent you from, adding or removing people. Collect and respond to reviews. That's why you need access. So you could reply to your reviews, complete every section, the address, phone, hours of operation. There's different categories you could show up for. The most important one is the primary category. There's attributes you could take a look at. They added a new feature, social platforms, where you could add that, your Facebook handle, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, etc. That's something new from the business. There's a description section. And like I mentioned, number 8, we're on published posts, is something you can do probably once a week. We would encourage. Anything more than a week is, you can if you have the time, but at least 4 times a month we recommend. You could upload photos and videos. You could answer there's questions on this platform. I'll show you some live examples after this. Once again, products and services. On the mobile phone, you could set up a messaging feature. So if someone maybe at 8 p.m. is looking you up and they kind of feel a little weird calling you, or not weird, just uncomfortable, it's a little after hours, they could just do a message on this. We get lots and lots of business from our business profile listing. Number one, it's fully optimized. when we use the word optimize, we're utilizing all of its features and benefits. We're not leaving, there's the year founded, there's a description, we post on it, we reply to the reviews, etc. And then what is this? Maintain your business, stay on top of any new features, hence the social thing. I'll probably get into, you know what? It's 9:14. I'll get into one. Let me just pull up one on another screen here, just to give you an example of what it looks like. It's just going to take me a second. I'm technically not at the home office here, but this, if I pull up this, I'll give you the back end of maybe this one here. All right, so when you do have access, so this Tony Tissio, he's a wood flooring company. This is his business profile. Now this here, your business on Google on the left-hand side, this is, you have access to it. So these three dots.
We can't see your screen, Brian.
Oh. Stop share. Let me just I might have blocked it. Danielle, now? Okay, I got it. Hang on a sec. This, stop share. Share number, this, boom, share away. Good?
No, just see the slideshow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, fine. Let me just downsize this. Danielle, how about now?
Yep, now I see the PS
Okay,
Digital.
fine. Let me just go here. I'll just do it on this. So back to Tony. So this is the back end. This is the dashboard. It used to be, just a heads up, it used to be an app you could access your Google business profile listing from. Now it's more browser-based instead of app-based. It takes, this probably happened 6 to 9 months ago. It takes a little time. I like doing everything on the desktop. It's just easier to navigate. You're able to utilize all the functions a lot easier. So this is what it looks like here on the left-hand side of when you have access to your Google business profile. You click the 3 dots, business profile settings. You can actually see who has access. Tony is the primary owner. There's email addresses that allow you to have access to your business profile page. A couple of other things you could do. Here's your reviews. So not only could you read them, of course, but you could also reply to them. And you'll reply as the business. Now, keep in mind, when you sign into your Google business profile page under Brian Ladani, under Danielle, under Tanisha, whoever, you're just using your email address as access, as a portal to gain access to your business profile. So it's not they're going to see your email address. If it's your personal email address, don't be so concerned about that. If you see here, I think I had access on my personal email address here, but it's just the way you get in and the way you know what profile or what email you're on right now. If you put your mouse on the top right-hand side, you're going to have a circle. Maybe it's your initial, maybe it's your logo. So I know I'm signed in as psdigitalsem@gmail. So I'm signed in. That's why I have access to this, because that email address was invited to gain access to this business profile. So anyway, the 17 gigs of reviews, messages, they get alerts. You will get alerts with the messages that, yeah, you're going to get the solicitation no matter what you do out there. They'll find you. So that's a solicitation. This is an unknown sender. What is this? Okay, siempre, always, okay. Yo hablo poquito español. We'll just move on. Here's another solicitation. But usually we get probably 1 a week from the messages. So it's a very important feature to enable on your business profile listing. And it's just a click of a button. That's all it is, just to turn it on. You click the messages here and you turn it on. You can add photos and videos here. We recommend populating it with photos and videos. You could check the performance. Once again, this is a free platform to utilize when people are searching for you, specifically for you and your business. I'll get into the other area when people are searching for your service and not your business name. They're searching for your service in kind of the local area where you created and claimed this business profile. Way back when the Google business listings were created for users, end users, to have a great user experience on Google. So for example, if I'm looking for a pizzeria, Google wanted me, if I'm in Mount Sinai, to find local pizzerias relevancy. So, okay, great. I'm looking for a local pizzeria. They come up. There used to be a 7-pack. There used to be a total of 7 of them in this pack. Danielle, you can still see the screen? Okay, thank you. So if I'm looking for pizza, I'm in Stamford now, pizza near me. So here goes places. There's the 3-pack is here. A great user experience. I'm finding something local, and it's your opportunity to take advantage of this. So for example, Tony claimed this business listing, I believe in, oh geez, I think he's in like Westchester or something. If we did a local search for, here, let me just give you an example. I'll use us. So if I'm looking for a digital marketing agency, now I'm looking for one of our main services. I'm not looking for a particular business, digital marketing agency in Hauppauge, H-A-U-P-P-A-U-G-E. Okay. So we're in Hauppauge, and you're gonna capture lots of business local. So fine, you're in the Bronx, you have a good chance of showing up in a vast majority of searches. I usually like a 5, 8, depends on the industry you're in and how optimized your business profile is. But you could capture lots of businesses by optimizing it, completing every field, replying to all reviews, generating reviews, and more importantly, replying to them, posting once a week, adding photos, adding videos. So that's why the importance of gaining and controlling and becoming the primary owner of this is. So here we are. We're number 1 digital marketing agency in Hauppauge. Fine, that's our backyard. We'll take all the business we can. And guess what? You probably can do one town, north, south, east, and west of you, depending on the vertical you're in, and take advantage of this free listing that Google provides every business owner. So that's a good example there, but that's where we came from. So that's why we find that lots of businesses don't have access to it, don't know how to utilize it. And if you get 10, if you get 5, 10 leads a month from it, it's all gravy. So if you need any help in actually determining if you have access to this platform, because guess what? You may have 5 or 8 email addresses, and you may not realize which email address is your porthole or your way into this listing. If you need any assistance, reach out to me afterwards. I'll help you gain control of your business profile, figure out what email address either you do have access or you don't. And if you don't, we can get access. A little tricky, but you know, it's what we do. So anyway, let me just stay on point. 923, Google Business Profile. Any questions on this awesome platform that you should have control of? Okay, moving right along. Reviews. All right, so if you had to choose, if someone's going to write you a review and you said you where, you know, lots of people say they're going to write you a review, but they never do. You really have to put blood, sweat, and tears into getting reviews from clients, your associates. Now, keep in mind, I mentioned your clients, that's your low hanging fruit. They should be able to write you a positive review. Your good customers. Associates, you can get reviews this way as well, which we're going to get into. I think the next slide will showcase a few different examples of how to generate more reviews. But one real quick is you're at you're maybe in LaTip, you're in maybe at the Bronx Chamber of Commerce. You deal a lot with each other. Get reviews from one another, from your associates, people maybe you buy product from or you engage with on a weekly, monthly basis. They can write your review. Just have them be honest. Hey, I work with Tony Hardwood Floors. He shows up on time. I see his work is amazing, etc. Whatever it is, but I could write anyone a 5-star review. Just be authentic with it. Reviews also show up on the third-party review sites. So once again, I mentioned if someone asks you what platform I should write you a review on, number one is Google. Oh, and I'll explain why as we progress this, as we go down this workshop together. Google is number one. Number two is technically Facebook, but it really depends on, take a look at what you look like on the left-hand side. I just PS Digital. So if we look us up, on the left-hand side, you're going to see Facebook is here. This is the those third-party websites that also have reviews. There's going to be a Yelp coming up. Okay, whatever, maybe not. Depends. Let's use Chef Matthew. I'll give another example. Chef Matthew Alexander. He's a private chef. He's in Nassau County. So here's his Google business profile page. We're looking directly for him. It shows up 227 reviews. He's very aggressive in getting reviews, which is awesome. 4.9. How much business he gets from this listing? It's insane. Here's his website. Boom. Here's his Facebook. That's funny. Now it's like, all right. Well, none is showing here. Let's just do ABC Flooring. By Tony Tissio. Yes. So we have access, so that's why it shows up. Now I have access through my personal email address. I'm logged in as brian.ladani@gmail. So that's why you're seeing this platform here. Okay, here. So this is what I'm talking about. Home Advisor and Angie's List and Yelp. So thank God he has 5 stars on Yelp. I would, Yelp is interesting. We could have a side conversation on that. But if Home Advisor or maybe Angie or Facebook, have your customers write the review on Google first and then have them just also write that same review or modify it slightly and put it on some other platforms, maybe where you need assistance. You should know what you look like online. You should know where you need assistance. If you're Yelp, reviews have like a 3 out of 5 star, and it shows on the left-hand side. He has actually a 5 he has 5 average with 3 reviews. He's in great condition here. If you have 2 stars there, I would definitely focus on generating more Yelp reviews, and likewise to any other third-party platforms that show up on the first page of Google for you. And here's a few examples: the Facebook, the Angie's we just mentioned, Yelp. Reviews. Let me just open all this up. What they do, we're just going to highlight a few separate bullet points here. The 4 to 5 star average, 87% people say that if you're south of a 4.0 average, you can't count the amount of business you can count the amount of business you do receive, but you can't count the amount of business that you do not receive. So if someone's competing between 2 chefs and one has a 4.9 and one has a 3.5, 4.9, perception is reality. That 4.9 chef is going to get a vast majority of that business. If you're under 4.0, I would address it really fast. Start getting some low-hanging fruit reviews, your top clients, your top associates, your even employees. We love working for Tony. He's incredible, whatever. So, and then I kind of usually say this, 4.9, I feel sometimes is better than the 5.0. At a certain point, if you're hanging out with like 900 reviews and you have a 5-star average, some people may be like, something's a little fishy with. But if you have a 4.9, it's like, hey, you're human, you bleed. It's a 4.9 sometimes, maybe just as good as a 5.0. If depends on the day, could even be better than the 5.0, in my opinion. But anything under a 4.0, you want to address 3.9, anything with a 3 in front of it, 3.7, 3.9. And if you're in the 2s, yeah, definitely give us a buzz. We'll help you out. 87% business day people use 4 to 5 reviews. Ask your customers when they're most happiest. Depends on the business you are. We had a cesspool company. I had a cesspool company come over to my house, one of our clients, and little pump going on, and they like do 10 to 12 cesspool pumpings a day. And I think he currently has like 70 or 80 Google reviews. And I'm like, hey, you should have so many more reviews. Your guys, a couple of our pool companies do this. Their techs, when they're finished opening or closing or servicing a pool, they'll have like a QR code and they'll go up to the customer. Oh my God, everything was great. It was bam. That's the time you hit them with the review. Hey, you love us so much. Just if you could take 5 minutes to write a genuine review on Google, and I'll show you how to make it easy for people to write the review. You want to respond to all reviews. Just getting back to this, the workshop here. You want to respond to all reviews, positive and negative. Positives are easy. Don't just say like, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kind of read what they wrote and respond accordingly, and even throw in some of those keywords. Fine. So cesspool pumping. Oh my God. I write them a great review. The owner replies back, hey, Brian, it was a pleasure pumping out your cesspool in Suffolk County. Use that. A little bit of optimization there. They're all little pieces and they all add up. So you have that opportunity when replying to reviews to showcase your services, maybe even your area. Kind of have fun with it, but don't just leave 3 words, or actually 2 words. Thank you. I was going to say, but anyway, we'll just move on. Respond to negative reviews. I will mention this. Before you respond to a negative review, do nothing. If you get a 3-star average or a 3-star review from someone or a 2-star review, go to sleep, wake up in the morning. Maybe you know who it is. Maybe you could call them up, address it. They could go in and actually edit their review. If you resolve the problem offline, if it's a phony or like just something you pump cesspools and someone doesn't like your pizza, you could flag that review and get it removed. If it's a disgruntled employee, we've seen this, sabotaging the former business owner's business profile page, you could get that removed, excuse me. So you can get them. If it's a legitimate removal, you can get, Google will remove them. So, but if you can't get rid of that 3-star review, reply accordingly. Keep in mind, people are watching. They're going to read how you reply to these reviews. Well, I actually had a handyman probably 2 years ago. I'm reading his reviews, stellar reviews, and I'm reading his replies. And some guy wrote him like, I don't know, 3 or 2-star review one day. And he replied back and he's like, you son of a gun. He went off on him. And I'm like, whoa, I'm like, this guy, like, he sounds crazy, just the way he went off on this person. So I moved on. I was like, wow, he's maybe not a good fit for me. So anyway, be careful the way you reply to the reviews as well. Here's 5 ways to get more reviews. Number 1, you can automate them. I'll just pop them all up here. 5. Add a review link to your email signature. I'll show you a few examples of websites. You can do an email blast to your current customers. You can put it in your signature. There is a link here. I'll show you how to get this link. It's pretty straightforward. Read reviews. You want to get more reviews. Okay, click that. And boom, here's a link. So you just copy this link and I could send this. And if you just paste and go, this link will take you to right there. So that one, then boom, you write a 5-star, blah, 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 whatever. Cancel. Yes. Now, where you could also put these, your signature, you could send a follow-up email, you can have a QR code, maybe your text in the field, like I mentioned before. There's a swimming pool company that has like 300, 400 reviews. He goes, lots of pool openings and closings. You can incentivize your team, incentivize your text to go out and get reviews, incentivize whoever it is, whoever's client facing has that relationship. That would be a good little incentive to have them get more reviews for the business. The badge on the website is pretty cool. You could do, let's just show you Tony's website. So if we scroll down, you're going to probably see a button here, review us on Google. So it's going to be that same link. I click it. It's going to go. You try to make it as easy as possible for your clients to write a review. Tell them to go to your website, I'll show you a few others, county irrigation. And Danielle, if you can't see my screen, just let me know. So at the bottom, review us on Google. You could also put this button on the top if you want. You could actually even do a review section. We do this sometimes. Where is it? Okay, here. So you could read more reviews, write a review here. And also there's other third-party platforms you could utilize as well. I'll show you Walker Tree. This is pretty cool. These third-party widgets and platforms that you could integrate onto your website is huge. Know why? There's agencies out there that will help you get reviews, but they'll put them on your website directly, not on Google. Oh my God, the biggest mistake. Get them on Google first, and then you could, for a couple of bucks, grab a widget and just integrate those Google reviews onto your website. So if you do it on your website directly, you may have 100. I could give you an example. Someone just showed me this the other day. They had 100 reviews on their website, but then they went to their Google business listing and they had 17. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, all these people wrote reviews on your website. They should be putting it on Google. And they didn't. So he's got to circle back. It's a pain. Oh my Lord. So anyway, this is what I mean. If we scroll down, okay, let's just go to their review page. They have this widget where we take, here it is. Now, these are 76 reviews on Google that they got that we're able to integrate onto their website. One and done. It's the best way to do it. Now, if we look up, they have 76 reviews here with the 4.9. If we just look up Walker Tree Care, Walker Tree, they're in Chittenango. They have the 76 reviews here. Now, if anyone writes a review for Walker Tree Care, it's automatically going to populate onto this page. You don't even have to do anything. And these are authentic. Now, you could put it in a couple of different places. That just happens to be competition. That just happens to be on a review page on their website. You can also put it on your home page right here as well. You can put it anywhere you want, towards the bottom, towards the top, underneath the hero image, have its own page, etc. You could actually, we just did another one, East Wind. Anyway, so this is what you can do and how you could utilize those Google reviews onto your website. And more importantly, they could write a review too here. This widget allows people to write a review. I go here, poof, and there it is. Make it nice and easy. All right. So let me kind of clear some things because I'll go off. tangents here. Let me go. Incentivize your team, the Google review badge, the email blast, you can text people. There's another product here. I'll just show you that we have a little bit more. You could do $20 a month, $100 at Bird Eye, to $100, $200 a month. You know, there's so many different platforms out there. The one we really do like is this one here. It'll populate, same thing. It's the same concept, but the thing with this product is it'll take this review that you get on Google, it'll put it onto your website, and then also it'll put it on your Facebook business page as well. And some platforms out there, you can actually input a customer's name, phone number, and email address, and you could do a drip campaign for when they leave. They get a text message, an email, enticing them to write you a review, how was our services, etc. Or you could even text them a link where they could just hit the button and boom, they'll show up. You know, they're going to show up on your Google business profile page. And you can make this as long as you want. And these are all live, authentic reviews. Shows a 4.9. And this actually product, we have 164. It pulls from Google, Facebook. It pulls from whatever platforms you want it to pull from. You could also showcase now, if you have a 2.7 average on Google, you may not, you're like, I don't want to showcase that. But you could just showcase the 4 and 5 star or the 5-star only reviews on your website. You have those options. But definitely, if you have a 2.7, you better get on that. Let's move. All right, 9:40. Questions. Questions on logos, Google business profile page, and/or reviews. All right, they're coming in. They're coming in hot and heavy. Okay. We'll just we're going to get into websites, and then we'll get into a lead generating machine, aka Google. Ads, and specifically Google Ads, and also that business profile is a lead generating machine as well. Pizzerias, they just absolutely crush it with the amount of volume they get. Yeah, granted, they're existing customers, but still, it's just easy to find when people are searching for you. All right, websites. Websites are the nucleus. We're going to give you a recipe for websites that convert. Conversions, aka leads. You could, oh boy, you know, you want to make sure your website, we're going to go over what the ingredients are for the convertible website, not only on the desktop, but more importantly, every day as we go on, the mobile device is where more and more people are searching, conducting business. So you want to look at your mobile website, and I guarantee we deal with businesses coast to coast. Business owners just really don't look at their mobile website because it's just a pain. You got to open up a browser, Google, you got to type it out. You know, it takes maybe 30, 45 seconds, but that's the hiccup. So anytime we go meet a client, we look at the mobile version of the website. Is it convertible? For a number of reasons. Are you going to start marketing that website on Facebook, Instagram, Google? You know, it's one thing. We've seen people invest $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month on Google to a website, and they have a bad user experience with Google. They're like, I put all this money in, but I got no leads. It's probably because of the website. So always, the website is the nucleus of it all. It houses all of your social platforms, your services, your reviews. It's where people go when they want to learn more about you. The mobile responsiveness, number one, is just being a mobile optimized website. Mobile optimized, what that means is it's formatted correctly, maybe a full bleed pictures on the mobile device. There's call now buttons. There's these call to action buttons that you could actually, we call it like it's a sticky button. It just stays there. So when you scroll through the website, The call now button is always there. Depends on the business. We deal a lot with the home services businesses. So, I mean, they're basically looking for two different things, phone calls and or form fills. You may want to put the form fill at the top. You may want to put it at the bottom. It really depends on what you have going on with this website. You want educational content, knowledgeable content, because people are going to want to learn about maybe a particular service and make it very educational for them, because then they're going to look at you as the go-to, as the doctor, if you will. You want to showcase your services, and also your service areas. So if you're in the Bronx, do you target the 5 boroughs? Are you just the Bronx only? You might want to showcase that on the map. Which one? Long Island Holiday Lighting. This one, this is pretty cool. So their location, I think here, location. So for example, they target all of Suffolk and Nassau. They just have a cute truck here. And, you know, it's important to showcase your service areas just for people so they could know whether you're able to take care of them or not. Pretty straightforward. Fast path to CTAs, those sticky buttons on the mobile phones are huge. Even also on the website, you'll see a lot of our websites have lots of buttons. Call, get a free quote. I click this, goes to the contact page. Google buttons here, hours, bam. Here's your free quote. But back to the home page. So buttons are there. Learn more about each one of the services. Get a free quote. We make it easy. There goes the reviews again. Proudly serving. There goes your service area. This is just on the home page. The services here, we could use this as an example. Even county irrigation, power washing, house, roof, paver, commercial power washing. Each has a separate page. Form fill right at the top. And you could test these different positions of the form fill, whether at the top or the bottom. A/B testing, you know, especially with a landing page.
Brian, I think someone has a question.
Oh, what do you got?
Hi, how are you? I have a question about the Google review. I don't know if I can do right now or after you finish the website.
What do you got?
It's about when you said that we can't, when we have a negative review and you said we need to answer the customer. What about if someone send a picture that is not anything about business? I mean, it's another thing, or just, you know, to bother me at my business. So I can report that picture, or I can talk to Google, how I can proceed.
You want to, it sounds like the picture is not related to your business, so you could flag that review. So check this out. So if you go here, let's go here. Okay. Let's go. All right. So let's just say this guy, let's go here. So this review. Hang on, I think I kind of froze a little bit here. Let me. So, but here, you'll be able to flag this. Come on, you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. So this here, if I click this, I could report review.
Okay.
If I report it, I'm flagging it as inappropriate or non-relevant. That would be the first thing. I would try to find out if you could contact, my computer's going a little slow, bear with me, but I would try to reach out to them directly and have them remove it, number one. Number two, if that doesn't work, if you're like, I have no idea who this is, you can easily flag it. Go on that review, which I was just trying to do, but we're spinning. Go on to that review, hit the flag, and then Google will give you a few different items as to why you want to flag it. You could mark it as inappropriate. Like there's maybe like 9 different things you could do. Sexual content, harassment, you know, stuff like that. So choose the correct and just flag it, and Google will review it. And if it makes sense, that why you're flagging it makes sense, they'll pull it down. It's that easy.
Okay. All
But
right,
we're just kind
just
of
one.
spinning over here. Let's use one of ours.
Okay.
So if I go
I can
here,
I can do with pictures and comments or both.
yeah, I mean, the picture is associated with that review. So it's kind of like it's one review packaged as text and the photo that they're using. So this is what I was talking about, the report review. It's off topic, it's a spam, conflict of interest, a disgruntled employee, profanity, bullying, harassment, discrimination, personal information, not helpful. So just flag the review in its entirety. And if it's off topic or one of these items, Google will review the text and the photo as well.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
If you
All
need
right,
help
thank
or
you.
anything, so obviously you have access. The first thing you need is access to your Google business profile listing, and then go in and you could just flag it like we just did. Once again,
All
the
right.
three dots over here, report review, and boom, it's off topic, and then you hit submit.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
No problem at all. Also, too, since we're on reviews, if you find that you had 100 reviews and you wake up one morning and now you have 90 reviews, Google over the past 6 months, lots of reviews have been kind of coming down. They're being removed, and you didn't even flag them, but they're being removed. There's a couple of glitches Google is going through with reviews. So contact Google, open up a ticket, and let them be aware of the situation. You can't call Google regarding your listing, but you can open up a ticket and address your concern. They're somewhat, they'll get back to you in a day or two, and then you'll communicate with them via email. And they're pretty responsive. We actually woke up one morning, we were missing 12 to 15 reviews. And after 3 days, we were able to get them back up. So this is your service area. Let's get back to the website. Availability and scheduling. There's third-party platforms that you could use for scheduling, whether it's Calendly, whether it's Mindbody. There's a whole bunch of them. You could simply integrate the code from that third-party company that you're using and just integrate it onto your website. Build trust. The reviews from a third party we went over. You could invest $20 a month up to $300 a month, depending on who you go with. But we find the $20 version works very well. Just if you have a really nice list of reviews on your Google listing that you want to showcase on your website, it's pretty straightforward. Strong visuals, pictures say it all. Anthony's Reglazing. This is a website, obviously. This scrolling down, pictures, lots of pictures, but these before and afters are pretty cool. So this really showcases their work before, and take the picture in the same spot you're in, so you could do these and really see the before and afters. It really depends on the type of business you are. I mean, like if you're a wedding place, lots of pictures. If you're a home improvement, you want a gallery page with lots of before and afters. I mean, pictures really to showcase your work. And if you had to choose, if you can't do the before and after, definitely put the after. The finished basement, the finished conversion, the finished dormer extension, the finished landscaping, whatever it is. So people get an idea of your work and make them, we do find a lot of clients maybe don't have lots of pictures. So we'll use fillers. Like County, this one, you could kind of tell if they're authentic or if they're not. So this video is just probably just a generic video. Super Clean Machine. He has a real video. And when I say real, it's his company. I mean, obviously his guy's wearing. So the more authentic your pictures and videos are, the better. So, definitely start taking pictures if you haven't done so already. And even those 30 to 60 to 2-minute videos, Here, check this out. The videos are awesome because you could even do like Big Apple Ready Mix. If you have if you have a few, this will roll up here. We'll scroll down. There's a few videos here. It just really brings your website to life. And keep in mind, when converting your website, your desktop website to the mobile version, make sure it's formatted correctly. Because the last thing you want to do is look great on desktop and you look at the mobile version, you're like, oh my God, this makes no sense. So you could always take a look at any of these sites on the mobile device as well. They absolutely look stunning. And these are authentic pictures here. I mean, Big Apple's everywhere. So that's the real deal. County, I don't know, it's installations. Hey, you know, whatever. It's probably not theirs. It's probably not theirs, but it gets the point across. All right, moving right along. Visuals, pictures, videos, 954. We're saving the best for last. We're saving Google ads and Google local service ads for last. There's also another here, promotional videos you could do. Nowadays, you could grab your phone and just take the video yourself, your qualifications, your credentials. If you're part of any associations, ding, 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 Bronx Chamber, put the Bronx Chamber in there. Any other, BBB, Angie's List, you know, maybe it's any association that's relevant to your industry. Provide specials or coupons. I mean, this is huge. You could get away with it a couple of ways. Like, where is it? Where the heck did the holiday lighting here? Get a fast quote. Okay. Let's go to, we could do pop-ups for, put it this way, a promotion or offer should be bragged about on the first page because you want people to convert, have an expiration on it, make it powerful. Don't like $10 off. Do something of significance of like $100 off. Once again, it depends on your service, but make it worthwhile. What we always do is I always kind of put myself in the customer's shoes and say, what would really, and you should do this as well, what would really get them excited? What would really be like, oh my God, I got to call these people right now. Give that offer, go a little bit above and beyond. And guess what? If you're getting slammed with lots of business and you're like, I'm giving too much, you can always change it on your website. Instead of $200 off, you could drop it down to $100. But the offers and promotions are huge. Offer online chat. You could do something simple with Facebook Messenger. You could implement that onto your website. Have a great user experience, easy to navigate, strong design, something powerful design to impress. Showcase your work. I can't stress that enough. Ongoing updates and maintenance. Yes, you want to keep an eye on your website. Depending on the platform you're using, probably once a month, just make sure there's no broken links. Everything is functioning properly. Look at the mobile version. There's nothing broken on it. Looks clean, clear, easy to navigate, digestible. There's some websites that just have tons and tons of content, and no one's reading that. What we like to do here, we like to make it digestible. Here's a pop-up. Here's an offer. Any building owners out there, definitely you're due up for that local law 152. But anyway, there goes their offer. Offers up here as well. Digestible content. Here's your digest here. Boom. This people read. Bullet points. This here. Checklists. This is digestible. Who we are, fine. Maybe they're reading this, but if they want to, they will. 5-star reviews here. We handle all the paperwork. I'll go to another page. This apply to inspection requirements, bullet points. So this is digestible. It's easy to navigate. It's easy to understand. No, it's a really cool one. Oh my Lord. Anyway, I'll think of it. Ongoing updates and maintenance. And that's that. All right. 9:58, 32 minutes left for Google Ads and Google Local Service Ads. There's two different platforms on Google that you pay per click or pay per call. The pay per call, which is local service ads, pay per call, aka Google Guarantee, is only for select industries. The home services mainly have the Google Guarantee, along with the real estate professionals, along with the financial professionals, and last but not least is lawyers. Well, let me get into Google Ads first before I get into local service ads. But are there any questions on the websites? Okay, Google Ads. All right, so basically Google Ads is a pay-per-performance model. People search. The reason why we talk about Google is because 90% of all the market share of all the searches being performed are done on Google. Yeah, you could argue Yahoo or Microsoft or Bing or DuckDuckGo. Yeah, you could go down that road, but it's 90% of the market is searching in the United States is searching on Google for products or services. And the difference, just real quick, Google and social, Google people have intent. They have a problem. My cesspool is full. I'm looking for a basement conversion. I'm looking for something. I go to Google and I search for it. I have a problem. Boom, there's a solution. So Google Ads came about back in like 94 when Google was launched. It's all about relevancy. So the reason why Google became so popular is because the people searching for that cesspool pumping, I'm looking for a cesspool company, I find cesspool companies. There was a glitch in all these other search engines that when you search for something, like shoes came up. I'm searching for a cesspool company, shoes came up, and it's like there was no relevancy. So Google figured out that with backlinks, making that the user experience when they do search for something, they find what they're searching for relevant, that people will continue to use Google. As far as the advertisers are concerned, they provide cesspool pumping. So if someone's searching for a cesspool company, they want to be there as well. So that's where pay-per-call came in, where a cesspool company could market their cesspool pumping across Suffolk County. Maybe they're in Holbrook and they service, or maybe they're in the Bronx and they service Queens, and their Google listing doesn't show in Queens. So therefore, they'll open up a Google Ads campaign to target people looking for cesspool service in an area where they do serve, but the only way they're going to show up in Queens, being in the Bronx, is doing Google Ads. That's kind of the premise behind it. Now, you pay per click for Google Ads, and there's so many different metrics that you could use. There's keywords, there's the ads, there's different types of extensions you could use. We could have a whole workshop on designing a powerful and effective Google Ads campaign. And if you are running Google Ads on your own, the key metric I'll give you here, I should have a list of the tips and tricks. I'll kind of recap all the tips and tricks at the end, but the main, whether you're running it yourself or you have an agency running it, the main metric that you want to know is what is your cost per lead? How much are you paying per lead? You could have all these clicks coming in, and those clicks go to your website. You could have all these clicks coming in, and there's no conversions, there's no leads. Someone could say, yeah, I got you 1,000 clicks, but yeah, my phone didn't ring. So the key to Google Ads is making sure your website is mobile optimized, highly convertible, user-friendly, easily digestible. So when you do pay per click on a Google ad showing for cesspool service in Queens, they click the ad, go to the website. The website has an offer or promotion. They're going to be like, oh my God, $50 off cesspool pumping. before October 31st, let me give them a quick buzz. Boom, a conversion. So Google Ads, you want to focus on the conversions or the leads. What happens, you want relevant leads as well. You want people looking for cesspool pumping companies or cesspool service companies. You don't want someone calling you looking for a pizza pie. So you want them to be qualified, you want them to be relevant, and then you want whoever's picking up the phone or answering your form fills. We got a form fill last night from someone in Florida, actually, for dumpsters, but you want to respond to these inquiries very quickly, because especially if you're paying for them, you're paying for that click, you're paying for the hosting on the website, you're paying someone to run you want to make sure that your return on investment is there. So they all kind of, that website is everything. That website will make or break your Google Ads campaign. If you're spending money on Google Ads and driving it to a non-convertible website, just stop everything, redesign your website, and try it again. But Google Ads is a pay-per-click performance model. There's a lot that is involved in designing these campaigns, running these campaigns on a weekly basis, on the daily, especially out of the gates, but then monitoring them and making tweaks as the months go by. Huge. I mean, that's what Google probably makes. I don't know, the second biggest company in the world other than Amazon. They make about 90, now they're getting into the cloud and everything, but they probably made 95 to 90% of all their revenue is from Google Ads. It works. It works for a fact. Some industries do better than others. Depends on who's running your campaign, will affect the outcome of Google Ads. Your website will, of course, affect the outcome. If you have any questions on Google Ads, feel free to, and if you need an audit on your Google Ads account, we probably do an audit here at PS Digital probably once every 3 days on a Google Ads campaign. And it is, it's just not thorough. It's not detailed. It's not complete. The conversions aren't set up properly. The main thing with Google Ads is not only designing the proper campaign, but also tracking conversions, making sure that you're tracking the phone calls you're generating from Google Ads. Make sure you're tracking the form fills that you're generating from Google Ads. So this way you could see if you could track that ROI. Maybe you bump up the button, Zathos Plumbing, Local Law 152. They're doing Google Ads. So for example, they're in Brooklyn, I think. Well, they service, whatever. Local Law 152. Inspections. So now I'm looking for someone, local law inspections in the Bronx, in the Bronx. Let's do Bronx, fine. All right. So I'm just trying to find an ad. All right, fine. So here goes Zathos Plumbing. So here's their ad. This is a sponsored ad. We're not going to click it, of course, but this is their Google ad. This layout, the search engine results page 1 is different for everyone. You may search Local Law 152 in Brooklyn and you may see different results. But anyway, here's a Google ad here. This is the design of it. Local law inspections now $3.99. Now check this out. It's consistent with the website. It should be at the top, $3.99, or at the whatever. It's somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the Local Law 152 page. So if I go here, it goes to $3.99, and also too, it's up here. Local law inspections are now just $3.99. So that's consistent with. So they click this ad. Now we're reinforcing that special, that offer. But now this goes to their website, and then that website's going to convert. They do very, very well with people looking for Local Law 152 inspection companies. They're technically in Comac, but they work in the boroughs and they service the boroughs. So this is how they get there, is by using Google to showcase, to show up for those LL 152 inspections in Brooklyn, and boom, or the Bronx, whatever. And then here's their ad. Let's see if there's any other ads. I'm just looking for sponsored ads. Okay, fine. Whatever, it is what it is. So now if I do another search, it'll probably look a little bit different, but nonetheless, that's one of the Google ads. I have intent. I'm looking for someone to solve my problem. Boom, advertiser, they're looking for a problem to solve. So it's a win-win. That's why Google is so successful, because it's relevant too. Did you know every second? Sure, there's millions and millions. Pay-per-click ads are extremely effective, driving relevant, qualified traffic to your website, of course. That's Google Ads online. Now, this is the search engine results page here, this SERP, S-E-R-P, if you will, the first page of Google. Typically, it looks like this. The local service ads shows at the top. This is only for, once again, select industries. Your pay-per-click ads, here's your Google ads, or now they're sponsored ads. Here they are, pay-per-click. Here's your Google business profile listing. Used to be Google My Business, Google business profile listings here. There's a 3-pack. You want to show up there. I mean, you want to show up as many places as you can on the first page of Google. You better show up when people are searching for your business name, yes, but you also want to show up for when people are searching for your service or product that you offer. And you want to, you may want to dominate the page. You may just want to represent the page. We like, so anyway, you could dominate by doing local service ads if it's good for you, the Google ads and the Google business profile page, and also organic is underneath. This is pretty much, this is the makeup of, once again, the first page of Google. All right, that's Google ads, 10, 20 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes on local service ads, and then I'll recap the 5 pillars to a solid foundation. Local service ads, here are the industries it's available for. There's actually more than this. They're always coming out with more. They're probably up to, what is this, 24? They're probably up to 40, 45. They're doing now yoga. They do dog training, pet sitting. They do driving instruction. But anyway, it all started with these 24, if you will. Locksmiths, plumbers, HVAC, all service-related industries. There's the professional verticals I mentioned before, the realtors, the financial advisors. What it looks like for realtors, let's see if realtors, let's just do I was going to do, I can do the Bronx. That's fine. So this is Google screened. This is paper call campaigns here. So we can click this. It doesn't matter. Now this here is going to be a tracking number. This 914 number is not his number. So the way local service ads work, show up top of Google, above the sponsored ads. Your industry has to be qualified. You have to go through a vetting process. You have to get Google guaranteed. It's very simple. You need a certificate of liability insurance for some industries. You need a background check on everyone, on the business and the business owner. It takes about a week, sometimes 2-3 days. You get Google guaranteed. Boom, you show up at the top of Google. Plumbers in the Bronx, fine. They're going to show up at the top here. There's only 2. Then there's your 3-pack, the Google listings. And here goes organic, organic, organic. And then there should be a sponsored here. Okay, fine. There's a sponsored ad there. Fine. So these local service ads are at the top of the page. So now if we click more plumbers, you're going to see everyone that's Google guaranteed under plumbing. 24-hour plumbing, Roto-Rooter, excuse me, emergency drain repair, Unclog NYC. These are all your businesses that are Google guaranteed. This guy all the way down here is not getting many phone calls. Vigilante here, top notch. He's all the way at the bottom here. But you still want to get Google guaranteed, yes. your positioning on this platform has mainly two major, two things you want to focus on. This number one is reviews. It's not so simple. He has 200, she has 100, he has 50, 200 goes up number one. No, but the more reviews, the better. The better placement positioning you're going to get in here. You want to hang out. I mean, these top two guys here, these top two companies here, they're probably crushing it. Do they always show up there? Let's just do tree service. Let me just try tree service in Nassau. So branching out in Allstate, these two guys have 497 reviews. They are crushing it here. They have lots of reviews, also responsiveness. So now the way it works is it's pay-per-call. I click branching out, doesn't matter. If I call this number, that's when, and it has to be over 30 seconds, this 866 number, it's a toll-free number, whatever. It gets forwarded to his business. It gets forwarded to wherever you want it to get forwarded to, the business, your cell phone, your assistant, whatever. If it's over 30 seconds, if it's a related, if it's a qualified lead, you're going to pay for that. Now, two questions: how much do you pay, and what if it's not qualified? So you pay. It really depends on the service that you're in. Some businesses pay $20 a lead. Some lawyers pay $100 to $200 a lead. Really depends. And also, what's a qualified lead is they record the conversation. So you'll have a dashboard where you'll have access to the phone calls that are coming in. You can listen to the recording, and you only get billed if it's over 30 seconds. You'll get billed on anything that's over 30 seconds, but it's your job to listen to the recording. And if it's a wrong number, a solicitation, if it's looking for if it's a repeat customer, you could dispute that phone call and you won't pay for it. Google is very quick nowadays. Oh boy, back in the day, it used to take them like 30 to 60 days to review your phone calls and then issue a credit on the ones that were successfully disputed. But now it's like a one-day turnaround. If you listen to something like, what the hell? He's looking for pizza and I'm a cesspool. Dispute, boom. You'll successfully win that. You won't pay for that phone call over 30 seconds. It has to be in your service area as well. You could pick the service areas you want. The same thing with Google Ads. You could pick the services, the keywords, and the geography, or the geography. You could even do one town, Whitestone. You could do all of Bronx. You could do all of Brooklyn, whatever it is. And then you could also select the services. Keywords on Google Ads, you could have unlimited keywords. Wouldn't do anything unlimited, but you can. It's your choice. It's your, whatever keywords you want to show your ads for. Local service ads, you're kind of at the, you're not able to just come up with specific keywords. Google has a list of keywords that you could check off that you want to show for, which is totally fine. It's probably even better that way. But so that's local service ads, Google guarantee. They're above the sponsored ads. You only pay per call. Calls vary depending on the industry. And actually, tree companies, those calls, those price per calls depend if you're in Long Island are different than maybe if you're in Arizona or California or Florida. So it really depends on where you are. Google makes up the price per call. Nowadays, it's not a fixed price per call. The numbers fluctuate. You can tell Google, have at it. Whatever my price per call is, it is. So it used to be a flat number. I think like tree service was whatever. I'm just throwing out numbers, $40 a call. Now you can pay $60, $70, $80, $100 a call. It really depends on how you set this up on the back end on your dashboard. But if it's available for you, I would definitely sign up for it. Get Google guaranteed, and keep getting those reviews. This is what it looks like here. It used to be a 3-pack. Now it's just a 2-pack. And it's definitely a 2-pack on your mobile phone. But if you click that 50 more roofers, you'll see everyone else that's running local service ads. there, but not many people click that. They don't realize. Local service ads be at the top. Connect with potential customers. This is all about leads. I'm not reading all this. We just kind of went over it. And plus we have another minute, and then I'll do a 10-minute recap. Here it is. Here goes HVAC. What is this? Valid leads. You answer a phone, speak with customer, 30 seconds. Okay. Any questions? Google Ads, Google Local Service Ads. All right, lastly, this is always a favorite. We used to do this in the beginning. Now we do it at the end. I would encourage everyone on the phone call today to take a look at what you look like on Google. Go to Google, search for yourself, and see how many reviews. Just see what your first, the search engine results page. See what it looks like when people are searching directly for you. Put your company name in, the Bronx Chamber of Commerce in the Bronx, and just sit back and, oh my God, I absolutely love what I look like. Or I don't. Oh my Lord, I have problems here. I need fixed. Then also too, you can also look for your services that you offer in your area and see if you show up as well. And I would encourage, and then also too, once you find yourself, look at your website on the mobile device. Any and all questions are welcomed.
Brian, I have a question regarding the Google ad.
Yeah.
So when you said everything is good when you explain that, but how we can do that? We need a different platform to put an ad, or you think is better when Google send you an email and say, hey, you have $100 and you can put your ad. We always receive a promotion from Google Ads to put money and to put the ad. So what is the platform do you think we can do for ourselves, or we need to contact you and you guys do it?
Oh boy. Google does offer promotions, $500 of free Google Ads advertising. I would you can do it yourself, 100%. There's different types of campaigns you could set up, a smart campaign or an expert campaign. The smart campaign, I would just recommend, you just go to Google and type in Google Ads, and then you're going to basically just use your email address and create an account. You could have someone in Google walk you through the process, but if anyone on this phone call is looking for any Google Ads help, just to put them in the right direction, I'll spend 10, 15, 20 minutes with you and just show you how to set your Google Ads account up. That's no problem, but I would recommend me doing this as long as I have been doing. I could fix my washing machine. Well, I can't, but there's certain things that you can do and there's certain things you can't do. You'll get a much better experience hiring an agency to build it for you, to manage it for you, maybe even set it up for you, etc. You can do it on your own. You can be successful, but I would encourage you to watch lots of videos, YouTube videos out there. Be very careful on who you watch. But let me know if you need any assistance on that. But I'm going to recap. We got 8 minutes left till 10:30, and I want to kind of do a hard stop. I respect everyone's time here. So the recap here, and Kathy, if you hit me up after, here's my contact information. So I'll continue that conversation with you. I don't mean to be rude. I want to kind of put a bow on this. The 5 things we discussed is the logo, the Google business profile, the websites, the reviews, and the Google ads and local service ads. Fine. The website is the nucleus of everything. People could contact you, learn more about you, find your social media links, write reviews, import your reviews on that website. It's everything. The mobile version of the website, you better look at, you want to know what you look like on here. The Google business profile, that free map listing, you want to pump reviews into that, get control, get access, reply to those reviews. I mentioned they all integrate together. You can put your reviews on the website, the reviews also on local service ads, I won't show you right now, but they'll take those reviews you have on your Google listing and put them on your Google local service ads, the Google Guarantee product. So that's why those reviews, that's why any agency who doesn't promote web reviews being put on your Google business profile, you're doing it wrong, big time. Logo is straightforward. The reviews I just kind of mentioned once again, make it easy. Make it easy for people to write your reviews. People will tell you, yeah, I'm going to write your review, and then they might have a problem logging in. In order to write a Google review on a business, you have to be logged into Google. You have to have a Google account. For example, if you're on Facebook, you can't just go on Facebook and bounce around, and you got to have a username and password, and then you act as a person. The username is an email address. It could be Gmail, Yahoo, your company email address. It could be any email address. And the password, you log into Facebook, boom, there you are. You are who you are. Google's the same way. You could bounce around on Google without being signed in. You could do searches, but if the minute you want to write a business or review, you got to have a Google account. Now, people think, oh my God, I don't have a Gmail email address. You don't necessarily need a Gmail email address. You do not. Google will kind of trick you into getting a Gmail email address, but all you need is the same concept as Facebook, is the same for Google, your Google account, a username and password, any email address, your work email, Yahoo, Hotmail, AOL, whatever your email address is, you could create your Google account with that email. That's your porthole in. Now, Kathy, once you have that Google account, boom, now I'm going to gain access to my business profile. I'm going to open up a Google Ads account. I could open up a local service ads account. And that'll all stem from that email address that has a Google account. When you ask people to write you a review, and they're like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. It says I have to sign in. I don't want another email address. They basically have to create a Google account. And then they could go onto your business and write you a review. When I sign in, I'm already logged in onto my Google account. And a majority of people are, but some people are just not. They may not be big internet users, and they may go on every so often, or they're not signed in all the time. So that is the biggest hurdle I do find, is that people are not signed into Google, and they get frustrated because they're trying to write that business a review, but they don't realize they do not have a Google account. I'm going to ask everyone, as we have 4 minutes remaining, I'll take a pause, but before I do, if you could write us a review, I don't know how many people are here, but if you could write us a review, what you thought of the workshop, and if you want to reach out to me afterwards, feel free. There's my cell phone number, is best way to reach me, the 917 number. Call, text. I'm always available, pretty much. And you could visit PS Digital. We're a full service agency. We do everything we discussed. We've been with the Bronx. We've been doing with the Bronx Chambers, just the content they put out there, the email blasts, the knowledge, the information they put out there, just a pillar in the society, in the borough of the Bronx. They're tremendous. If you're not part of them, get part of them. Write the Bronx Chamber a review too. PS Digital, write us a review, sure. The Bronx Chamber. All right. They have 6 reviews with a 4.2. Here they are. So anyone, write an authentic review for the Bronx Chamber, because they should have way more than 6. And then you could even check out their website, this upcoming events. Okay, more about the chamber, check them out. We've actually built this website as well. We've been with the Bronx for, I think, 5, 6, maybe 6 years, I would say. That's my little plug on the Bronx Chamber, a little plug on PS Digital. And if you have any questions, if you want to continue any conversations, are there any questions, Danielle or Tanisha? They're flowing in.
Anything that comes in the chat.
Okay. 10:28, we have 2 minutes left. Social media, yeah. You should definitely have accounts. I mean, you should be part of all the community groups, the moms groups, lots of business recommendations are flying there. But I will say this, when you do, someone's looking for a floor company and you put ABC Flooring by Tony Tissio, you better make sure that website is mobile optimized, because they're going to be on their Facebook. They're going to be like, oh, I'm looking for, a local flooring company. Boom, you put your company, you put your website, they're going to click it on their mobile device. So I would join all the Facebook group pages, the moms, the communities, whatever part of town you're in. Because you could, there's just a lot of time. But then you want to optimize your Facebook page. You want to make sure your logo is branded in the profile picture, your cover photo, your services are listed, you're generating reviews on Facebook as well. First target Google and then go for Facebook. And if you're B2B, obviously LinkedIn, don't even mess with, have a presence on Facebook and Instagram. Yes. This is just optimizing your website on different platforms. But if you're the B2B, jump on LinkedIn, make sure that profile is optimized as well. It's 10:30 now.
Brian, I have a question.
Yeah.
From Oscar here. He wants to know, there's a green check next to some businesses on Google. I would like my company to have that. How do you go about getting that?
Sure. That's the Google guarantee check mark. Depends on Oscar, the business, what business he's in. If you qualify as a business that Google offers this product to, yes, you could get the Google guarantee. That's the 3 days to 5 days to get verified. That's the only thing you're looking at, is that green check mark is Google guarantee. Here, no plumbers. See these green check marks? These guys are all Google guaranteed. Check. There's, oh my God. See, now this stops the checks. So this guy probably has local service ads, but it's not turned on. So this guy doesn't have a check. They're just not turned on right now. If you do plumbers, let's do plumbers. Check. Yeah, there's a bunch. Yeah. That's what the green check mark is. Now, if you're in a business that sells t-shirts, you're not doing local service ads, because your business it's just not set up for you. They don't offer it for your business. The ones they do, if you're hanging out, if you're one of these, one of these folks, and then there's others as well. I could get you the full list of all the available industries local service ads is for. There's about, once again, 35 to 40. Hopefully, Oscar, that answered your question. And hopefully you are a electrician. Hopefully you're a plumber. I'm joking. You are what you, depends on the industry. And that's pretty much all I have. I want to thank everyone for your time. I know it's a Tuesday. It's 10:32. Probably going to hit the day pretty hard. Holidays are around the corner. Get ready for the holidays. Start doing your promotions. You know the deal. If you need any assistance on anything, just feel free to reach out, write us a review, join the Bronx Chamber. Tanisha, I thank you so much for the workshop.
Thank you so much. This was very valuable information. I hope that everybody who attended, you were able to glean something about how in-depth that he went with the presentation. Brian, thank you so much. PS Digital is a valued member here at the Chamber. So even if you're not a member, maybe consider being a member to get more benefits out of being with the Bronx Chamber. Thank you, Danielle, as well, for also sitting in on this and being the voice for all the questions and keeping on top of that. It was
You're welcome.
fabulous presentation. We hope that you guys will do this again, because this information is really needed and it is important. So thank you all for coming out. This has been recorded. If you need the recording, we'll have that available as soon as it gets processed. So by the end of this week, for sure.
Thank you,
Awesome. Thank you so
Tanisha.
much.
Thank you,
Thank
Danielle.
you. Everybody have a fabulous day.
Bye.